feel like a sloth that's just taken a Valium. But there's some products here that no one's ever seen in Australia before. If I put both my fingers across these terminals here,
The boss is standing.
That's like, hey, go on YouTube, yeah, mate.
it's like a horse bee's dick. I can see white tape. Oh, thanks for your help.
Shed girl.
You reckon? It looks good. You don't have to say that. Rightio guys, I'm doing the world's greatest shave, so make sure you donate to our world's greatest shave pledge. Anyway, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away an iCheck set of deflators. All you have to do to win that is be subscribed to our YouTube channel, plus either tell us in the comments below what hairstyle I should get or your favorite mod that we show you in this video. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of fun today, and yeah, we'll see ya when I've got a shaved head. Rightio guys, welcome back to a shed session. Now, we've got a few projects on the go. We're at my mum and dad's joint down in the southwest of Western Australia. We've got, I think we're going to call it Basil. Everyone voted on YouTube, and I think Basil is what the most popular vote was. But that's not our only vehicle, so we're going to do this up. It's registered, but it's not the best nick, so we need to do a fair bit of work to that. But that's going to happen later on in the year. We needed to clear it out of the shed because we are doing a revamp on Leroy. Now, everyone knows we built Leroy to be like the ultimate touring vehicle for Australia, and all the gear that we've chosen to bolt onto it, one had to be super high quality, but at the time our budget didn't really give us the options to go through all the different mobs. So anyway, today it's going to be about showing you guys what we are choosing to put on. It's every kid's dream to build their dream four-wheel drive, put whatever accessories on it. But like I said, when we were building Leroy, we did have restraints like budget, all this stuff, and simply things we wanted, but we just couldn't afford it. So we did compromise on a few things. Now, that leads me on to the stuff that we're going to be revamping Leroy with. Now, I'm stoked to show you guys this. So there's some products here that no one's ever seen in Australia before. One of the products is actually still under embargo, like we're not meant to be talking about it, but because this video is getting released later, we can actually show you. So when we were building Leroy, we were choosing lights. It was right at the end of the build, and we really wanted Lightforce lights, but we just couldn't afford it. Everyone knows really good quality lights. So that was one of the compromises we made when we were doing it. The other day we got an email from Lightforce randomly in our inbox, and they were actually wanting to jump on board with what we're doing and what you guys are doing too, because you guys support us, and without you none of this happens. So, and they said we'll send you some gear. So we got some gear here. We got new light bars, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of switches and stuff. We got rock nines. We've got light bars to go in the bumper, in the bull bar as well. Plus, this is what I'm really excited to show you. Right in this box, I wouldn't have seen these before. It's a brand new product, unreleased right now. It's actually, like I said, under embargo. So we're going to show you that. You're going to have to wait though. Also, everyone knows we put a Bush Company awning on the side of Leroy. Second-hand one, we bought it off our mate. It's been unbelievable, and Troy from the Bush Company come and seen us at the Perth show. Late last year, and he said, guys, we've got to get a new awning on your car. How would you like that? And we said, you bloody ripper, of course we're going to want a new awning. So the Bush Company has hooked us up, brand new 270-degree awning. I'm going to show you what one we chose once we put it on the vehicle. But yeah, it's just sick people coming to us at the right time, and yeah, these companies are just amazing for supporting us. We've got some old favourites like itechworld. Everyone knows we've been running this. So this is their new 400 amp hour lithium battery. So it's massive. It's actually the same size as their 200 amp hour one, but because the battery tech's gotten so good, they're able to fit more cells, more capacity in the same size box. So that's super sick. We've also got some Ultimate 9 battery monitors to go on. Plus, we've got a brand new itechworld 150 watt solar panel, and that is actually going to get hard mounted to the top of Leroy to replace our old dingy one. So we got a lot of work on our hands. So I'm going to pull big Leroy into the shed and start cracking onto this, well, build, but revamp. So rightio, first cab off the rank is getting the 400 amp hour itechworld battery into the system. Now this is a 240. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this 240 amp battery. We just want to try this one out, and like I said, why not? Why not? This is every person's dream, and it is ridiculous to have 400 amp hours in the back of a car, but hey, if anyone's going to use it, it's going to be us. So yeah, we'll whack this one in. Cool thing about this battery is that it's an AGM drop-in replacement, meaning all this charging gear here doesn't have to be lithium compatible, and you can still put this battery in. So you're gonna save money. You don't have to upgrade your whole system. I reckon you just don't get that top 5% out of the battery. But hey, it's still gonna be a massive, massive jump over AGM. You're gonna save weight and you're gonna get more power. So anyway, itechworld making some AGM drop-in replacements, and that's common across all their orange top batteries. Now, one thing you've probably spotted already is Keelan, where's your back seats? Now, we've taken them out as well because we've got a sneaky surprise for you. We've got something in the works that's dramatically gonna increase how sick our setup is. Now, I'm not gonna tell you straight away. A lot of people can guess what it could be, especially if you watched our Q&A video. But anyway, let's get this battery in. And while I've got you too, let's talk a little bit about battery safety. Now, if I put both my fingers across these terminals here, you're most likely gonna get a pretty good boot. Now, if I got my spanner out of my spanner set here, put that across there, anything conductive, including humans are conductive, remember that, you're gonna get a boot. Now, if I get my same screwdriver, my insulated screwdriver, and put it across the terminals, see, I'm getting absolutely no boot right there at all. Now, that is because the insulation on these tools is an insulator, so it's non-conductive. Now, if you're doing any 12 volt work, this is what I recommend, going into Bunnings and getting yourself a cheap set of insulated screwdrivers. It just makes it a little bit less sketch. It's not sketchy, but like, it'll make it a bit safer anyway for you. So I know a lot of people like that sort of advice, so that's what I recommend if you're gonna do jobs like this. Now, let's get this out and get this one in. And this one's probably gonna go to my old man or my brother or something like that. So pretty stoked to be able to help the family out as well. Rightio, here got the battery out. So this is the comparison between the 240X and the 400X. Now, the 400's a fair bit bigger. I wouldn't say it's twice as big, but hey, the more technology goes forward, the more capacity that companies are going to be able to jam in smaller boxes. And there's one little issue that I'm going to come across is the terminals were different on this one, different configuration to this one. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Hopefully all my cables there fit. That looks like a bloody pigsty, but I'm going to neaten all that up. But yeah, I'll get this in now. If you did want a discount on any itechworld gear, SKT is the code for you. It's going to save you some money. So if you're interested in 12 volt gear, definitely remember that, and don't be scared to give it to your friends and family. Let everyone save money across the board. This is the people's code. Rightio guys, you all know that I love my 12 volt gear, and this month, March, itechworld are having an up to 50% off sale. And if you use the code SKT, so our discount code, that's gonna make it 55% off. If you don't miss out on that, SKT for an extra discount. Hope you enjoy the video. Rightio, the 400 amp hour battery is in. That took me about 20 minutes. Now it is time to do the single mod that is going to increase your camping, overland, traveling experience to the max. Now that is solar, and I'm talking anything from boats, caravans, cars, anything. Solar is king, and everyone should have some sort of solar in their setup. It's the easiest way to extend your time off grid. Now, I'm going to explain why in a minute, and how the car is slightly different to the caravan. And I know I've made videos in the past about 2-to-1 ratios with solar to lithium. Now I'm going to explain what we're doing in the car here. So anyway, we've got a 150 watt fixed mounted solar panel from itechworld here. This one's going to be putting out around 22 volts in full sun. It's 150 watts power, and it's actually a little ripper. Now, the reason we're adding solar is because sometimes we park the car up and we run the fridge and we never turn the fridge off. Like the fridge runs, the Selfie Go booster is running. We've got loads that run all the time. We never turn them off. So that's why we have solar. We just park the car in the sun and literally don't have to think about charging our battery at all, which is just well, it's awesome when you're camping, overlanding, touring around Australia, because you can sit back, relax, and you're not worrying about running out of power. So anyway, one thing I need to talk about is 2-to-1 ratio. Now, when we're talking about caravan solar, we recommend having 2 watts to every amp hour of lithium you have in your setup. Meaning for us now, we've chucked a 400 amp hour in the back of Leroy here. We should really have around 800 watts of solar to make this a very balanced system, because there's no point having all this battery capacity if you can't charge the damn thing. And it's always at like 50-60%. We see it all the time on the road, people coming up and asking me why their system's not working, and a lot of the time it's purely because they don't have enough solar or charge rate back into their batteries. Now this is where this comes in. However, 150 watts to 400 amp hours of batteries, that is a horrible ratio between watts to amp hours. Now the car itself has got an alternator built in, obviously, and that is where we're going to be getting the equivalent of 520 watts of charge from. Now, 520 plus 150, we're just shy of that 2-to-1 ratio. So really, we're just under 800 watts of charge rate, equivalent charge rate to panels. So essentially, we're a little bit under it, but as long as you get around that 2-to-1 ratio, that is mint. So that is why we've done this. And yeah, I really rate solar, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to install on your car and caravan. Now, there's a few tips with solar. Number one rule, if you can avoid it, don't put your solar panel on your roof and connect it up in the sun, because there is going to be voltage coming through your little cables here. And the worst thing you want to do is stuff it up and get a boot or short out your equipment or whatever. So I recommend actually doing it undercover if you can, if possible. And it's going to make your job a lot easier. Now we're going to get up, I'm going to show you the cable we've run and talk you a little bit through it. So, and trust me, this is geared for beginners. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say watts, amps, volts, all that stuff, just stick with me. I'm going to explain it all in a sec. I don't know why I'm doing this actually. Got to get the brackets sorted. Yeah, get the brackets on first, don't I?
But that's okay, this is just prepping.
Wow, it's way smaller than my old one. It's a way better suited panel, like it's smaller for the car roofs. Where the other one I had, that was like you said, a house panel. So it took up too much room. All right, we've mounted the panel, which is probably arguably the hardest part about this whole thing. And now it is time to fit the panel off. Now, when you run a cable up to a solar panel, you need to know where you're running it from. So if it's coming from a regulator of any sort, you don't need to regulate the panel before the regulator. Just connect the regulator straight into the panel cable. So I've just run a twin here. I think it's around 6 mil to avoid volt drop, even though this panel will probably put out about 9-10 amps. I'm hoping anyway. So yeah, that's something good to note, is that you don't ever connect a solar panel straight to battery unless it is just a freak of a battery and it can accept solar panel charge, which I actually don't know any batteries that would be able to. So you have to, and I stress that you have to put it through a regulator. Now, if it goes to a DC to DC charger, that is your regulator. So yeah, it's good to note that. Make sure you don't go straight to battery with it, or you will pop stuff. So all I'm going to do here, like usual, use a bit of heat shrink, a bit of tape, and this should be pretty straightforward. So it's going to be red to red, and the solar panel will actually tell you what polarity is what cable. So that's your positive. So obviously positive is red. So you're going to connect that in. Make sure you slide your heat shrink on before you do your join. Now we tape up our join and then heat shrink. So you're pretty much establishing what the cable was. It was double insulated, and once again it's going to be double if not triple insulated now. And yeah, no water gets into these joins, which is what you want. Like I said, you actually have 22 volts flowing through this cable if you do have it in sunlight. So yeah, like I said, it does help putting it in the shade when you're installing the solar panel. It does make it a tiny little bit less risky.
Like one job, get a spanner.
Yeah, the 13mm spanner takes a couple people, eh? We're undoing the awning here, so. Nah, open-ender please, Gaz. Are you gonna pretend like you found it, Sarah, and come pass it to me?
No.
Oh. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I got the spanner.
Oh, thanks for your help.
Shed girl.
Alright, that should just pull off now. Oh, there we go. Sick. Look at that. She's naked. Chuck it just straight down, or where do you want it? Thanks, Mum. Mum's filming. How good's that? Bloody awning just came off, about 6 bolts, heap of swear words, and she's off. So yeah, it was a bit of a pain in the ass, but the new one's here. We're gonna load it up. We've marked on the old awning where the bracket mounts were, so hopefully we can just slide the bolts in, and then yeah, it should go straight up a lot easier than starting from scratch. So anyway, that awning's going to my old man. It's gonna stay in the family. Here's the new one. We'll unbox it now, see what it looks like. I reckon the bag's gonna be a whole lot less faded, so. 270 XT, baby. What do we got here? Instructions. Don't need them. That's sick. Good morning, it's a new day. I feel like a sloth that's just taken a Valium. We're gonna crack on. I need another coffee, it's early morning. It's gonna be 43 today, so tin shed, no aircon. You do the math. It's not gonna add up very well. But anyway, we're gonna get the new awning on, hopefully start the lights. We've got the EVC battery monitors to put on as well. Apart from that, I'm not gonna waste any time because time is a premium at the moment. And looking at big Leroy here, it's gonna look dramatically different with the new lights on it. And I cannot wait to show you these brand new lights from Lightforce. I sort of haven't been really showing you properly what they are. I'm trying to target my inner roam life today and hopefully not lose me 10mm socket. To the old one. Rightio, straight off the bat, you can tell Bush Company, I'm just unwrapping it. The bag's definitely changed. So that's like a, I don't know, like how would you explain that? That's like a thick, smooth seal skin, canvas seal skin. It's like seal blubber. It's gonna look a lot better. I actually rate that, eh? Hey? These can go in your car.
But are these for suits specifically your?
No. Look, they're just perforated, like 90s with slots for the bolts. So they'd be able to go in your car.
Okay. Are they the same as them?
No. They're K-on ones, but I'm not that keen on changing them. It's just extra work. So. Rightio, so my brother just got here. I run an off-road animal bar. He's got the Prado with the off-road animal bar. How can I zoom? There it is, bang. Bad little rig, but we're still Prado people at heart, so that actually gives me a bit of a stiffy, that one. We've got top worked out. That's as far as we've got. Oh no. When's Smoko?
Whenever you're providing coffee.
I think you should go in and make some Smoko for me. How sick is that look? So, you reckon? Oh, pretty sick, eh? They're apparently meant to go 1.5 Ks. We're going to be putting some roos into a retirement village with bloodness. That's the new bag for the Bush Company. Feel how it's like seal blubber.
Yeah, it's like neoprene, proper thick neoprene.
And then that's the...
Yeah, that's the old
canvas.
girl. Yeah, that's what Dad's got, eh?
Oh, that's Dad's now, yeah.
And you swap the solar panel over, obviously.
It's all done, 400s in.
Batteries in.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was saying that the alternator is equivalent to like 520 watts of solar. Like if you think like current input.
Did you actually search that?
No, well you think about it. If I'm putting in 40 amps at 13 volts, you can work out the power, can't you?
Yeah.
Power equivalent.
Yeah, ballpark.
And then we've got a 150 watt panel, man. So what? The
You gain some, so
540.
Obviously gain some roof space back.
Yeah, it's so much smaller that panel than the other panel.
It looks nice.
It's way easier to do stuff on the bench than trying to get it up on the roof and do it. But I don't know if this is how you're meant to do it, but we've come up with an idea. So there's masking tape that comes along the rails here, and all we've done is to secure them. We've measured sort of where the brackets are going to be that are already on the roof. So we've measured, and then we've got masking tape, and that's actually what's holding the bolts there, because now we've got to slide the cover over that black seal blubber skull. Seal blubber.
Here's a bloody polar bear got your tongue, mate. Spit it out.
Cover, and literally poke a little hole in the cover itself so the bolts then protrude in. The scary part is actually punching the holes in the bag, because all this has to be perfectly aligned and straight, or the bag's going to look all twisted and skew if. So you've got to find the tip of the bolt. So all I'm doing is pulling that tight. Should we get a close up, Kaz? There's 3 Sparkies in this house, but we still got a shed with no lights in it. When's Smoko? Dad's put tape on the washers.
In the middle bit.
Yeah. He's a clever fella sometimes.
Well, which bracket need?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait.
Oh, brothers, eh? What are they good for? Nothing.
Well, it looks good.
There's a nut.
He's got all the nuts in it.
I got nuts in me jocks, mate.
Smoko, mate. Yeah, what is Smoko?
I don't know.
You see?
How's it look?
Well, when you get one up.
Is there a hair remover there, Dad? Are you filming yourself?
Dad's like, hey, you go on YouTube, yeah, mate?
Welcome to Putty's YouTube.
This is bloody hoodie here. Oh,
I'm doing the YouTube.
it's not working now. It's not even recording.
Why is it not recording? Alright,
Just turn it off. Turn it off.
Wrap it up, big fella.
FT out the bolts.
Insert
What's
technical
wrong with you?
difficulties.
I thought you were better than that. Oh. Yeah, we got it.
Rubbish.
Alright, moment of truth. Will it work? Walk it around. Dip. Oh,
That's level like a rope.
how good is that? That's sick. Number 6,198 created. So this is number 6,000. Our first one was number 300. That one there is 300, this one's 6,000. So that's all stainless and they've powder coated it.
Oh, these are your scratch.
Yeah, to pack it up. But they weren't on before. That's why the bag looked a bit skew-if. What do you reckon? Looks good, eh?
Looks sick.
Mod we're going to be installing is this Ultimate 9 battery monitor. Now this is a Bluetooth battery monitor, so it's pretty simple to install. I'm going to show you how to do it within 60 seconds. So whip the packet out. All you're going to do is then hit the bloody QR code on the back with your phone camera. That's all you got to do. Click the link. Comes up with the Ultimate 9 BM app. So you're going to open the app or start downloading it. While that's downloading, you're going to get the Bluetooth battery monitor out of the packet. It's going to come with 2 cables coming off the dongle. You're going to slide the red terminal onto the red side of the battery. So red to red, black to black. It's as simple as that. Tighten up your lugs. And while you're doing that, hopefully your bloody Bluetooth app's downloaded now. You're going to pull up the app. And there you go. We're reading 12.56 volts. So we are down a little bit on what we should be. We have been running the lights and mucking around and stuff. So we're at 94%. But the reason I love this app is because you don't have to run a twin cable from your battery into your cab and have an analog gauge in your dash to work out what your batteries are doing. So this goes straight to your phone. So I could be sitting at a campfire 10 meters away and I know exactly if my car is going to start the next morning. You can also set alarms. So if this falls below a certain voltage, you can have your phone alarm at you, which is super cool. Plus, this can actually carry out a cranking battery test. So pretty much diagnosing whether your batteries are healthy or not. This app will be able to tell you. So it does a lot of stuff in this app, all through this little orange Bluetooth dongle. The one thing I will add though is there is a lithium compatible one and a lead acid compatible one. So make sure you get the right one for the right battery. Obviously we've got lead acid cranking, but this is a lithium one and this is actually going to go on our secondary battery in the back that we've just installed. So it doesn't matter what battery you've got, you know what it's at, you know what the battery voltage is going to be, and you know that it's going to start in the morning and you can go home without an issue. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. That's 60 seconds, bang. Everyone should have one for the price of these things. It's cheap insurance and yeah, it's sick. Onto the Lightforce stuff now. We're going to be changing all these lights to Lightforce. So we've got a heap of Rock 9s to put on under the vehicle. We're also going to run a Rock 9 up here for our camping light. We've got a small light bar to go around for our under awning lights. Plus, it's about time that we show you guys this very exciting new piece of kit from Lightforce. So these are these new lights that have been under embargo. They're brand new and they're unreleased. So this hopefully is the first time you've ever seen them. So let's open up the box. It comes with a sick package like that, and I'll switch to GoPro in a minute. So this is what you get in the box. Open it up. Hell nice packaging on it. And look at that. How sick does that look? So these are called Lightforce Beasts, and that's a brand new model of Lightforce lights, and obviously Australian made, and super high quality. How sick does that look, eh? I have no idea on the specs. They're not even on the website yet while I'm making this video. So I'm going to be installing these on the front of Leroy. So cannot wait to do that. But let's get some shots of these just to show you guys how sick they look. Wow. strong, aren't they? They're strong. You like them, Xana? You like the Lightforce, eh?
Whoa.
Yeah, the girls.
Xana approved.
The lights look sick, but let's read some of these specs because that's what it's all about, eh? If you're putting lights on your car, you want them to be bloody bright. So anyway, apparently it's Australian designed, tested and engineered, and they reckon it's military practicality fused with the ruggedness of being able to use it out in the bush just as civilians. So pretty sick, and they say that it can go 1,637 yards, but for us Australian in the metric system, the best system, it's 1.5 Ks they shine, and that's on the spot mode. So the cool thing about these lights is they actually have different spot patterns. So I'll just lift one out here for a second. So they've got, I have to check all this out, and like I said, there's no information for me at the moment for these. They're that new, so I'm guessing that's your spread, that's your spot, and if you combine them all, you can get some bad boys. They're beasts. Anyway, it's all in the name. They're beasts. Hell heavy duty, hell heavy. Pick that up. Tell me what you reckon. My brother's here and he's a car enthusiast. Tell me what you reckon about that. Feels like a 3 kilo dumbbell, doesn't it?
Dense.
It's dense?
It's dense.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it looks good.
You don't have to say that. You can say whatever you want about them. I reckon they look sick.
I reckon they look mid.
Different shape. It's not your conventional circle light. And that's the harness. Comes with a harness as well. And then you may have to buy the headlight kit if you don't want to splice into your headlights. They actually have plug and play kits. So
And this is the mode that you can change different settings.
yeah, so that's the yeah, I'll have to work out how to use all this because there's literally no information on it at the moment. But yeah,
Wiring harness looks got good quality, all braided lines.
braided, yeah. So
Deutsch.
sparky things.
Yeah.
All right,
Very nice.
let's put it on, eh? So in the Rock 9 kits, you get all sorts of different little mounting blocks. So if you're mounting on a flat surface, and you got these little rubber mounts that come with every box of Rock 9s, and then you've got another one, but see how it's a bit concaved on the back? That's obviously to mount on the side of bars and stuff. Pretty cool though. And that's the actual unit itself. I actually learnt this off Ronnie Dahl, but you actually retain your night vision with red light, where if you got orange lights, it's still good, still bug suppression, but you lose your night vision. So oh, Sparky, we have these lights. That's brighter, I reckon. That's way brighter. Scared of the dark? Yes, I am. Bang, look at that. Sick little one's gonna go there. What's that? Oh, thanks, mate. Ticky tape.
No ticky tape.
Cheers, bro.
What is that?
It's a GoPro.
Ah,
Go film some stuff. You gotta talk to it.
a vacation.
Hey, mate. Is that you or me?
Yes.
That's you. That's me. Can you see me?
Bit of family technical difficulties there, but check that out. That's the light that's going to replace that one there. Rightio, that light's working, and we've bolted up this light as well. Come up absolute treat. And the good thing about the base rack is you can hide all your cables in the actual tubing of the rack itself. It's all hollowed out for that. So yeah, that's that. And she's bloody bright.
Chase your taillight. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while, then I'm taking you in.
Rightio, we've been slugging it out. Literally made a mess. Check this out. There's 110mm sockets getting around, and we've lost every single one of them about 3 times. We've got the roof light bar on, which we'll show you in a minute. And we've got the light bar that's now integrated into the bar as well, so that's in. Now it's time to mount the beasts. So these new lights, we're going to chuck them on the front, and this is the first time, because when you look at a light, it can look good in the box, but if it suits the car or not, you find out when you actually bolt it to the bar. So lighten this bad boy up. Oh yeah, such a big light. Oh, that looks sick on the cruiser. I reckon that looks sick.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Once we put the grill back on and stuff, obviously, but that's freaking...
No, leave the grill off.
That's sick. That's like the smallest amount of clearance. Like I'm talking that fits like bee's dick, like big bee's dick, but like a horse bee's dick. Just tidying up all of our wiring and stuff. This is the most underrated space for DC to DC chargers and like relays, all that junk. Anyway, we've got to tidy all this up. We've got to snake this through the firewall. which if anyone's done 12-volt stuff, it is the worst job in the world. And speaking of worst jobs in the world, wait until you see this bloody cluster mess. Look at that. Anyway, I know what's going on with that, but we're actually going to be replacing this switch fascia. So as you can see there, we've only got spaces for 6 switches and they're all taken up already. So that's where Lightforce come in. That's where they provide this kit here, which is a switch fascia replacement for the 200 series. Look how many more switches we get from this. It gets another 5 switches, plus you retain all your factory, your mirror functions as well. So I'm going to put that in, swap that out with this one. Obviously they come with cream because some people have cream interiors, but obviously we got the black interior. Plus, I'll turn that off for a second. Plus we've got all sorts of switches and stuff to put in. So that's my next job, get all that sorted. And we're on the home straight here, folks. So I'm pretty keen to get this done. I'm sick of it. Once we get it done, it's going to be worth it. If anyone's done this before, it freaking sucks. You good, Gazza? Yeah, dude. Why is it in my hair? Oh, tight. You pushing?
Go on.
I can see white tape. Oh, there we go.
Sliding out. Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, yes. First shot. That's the easiest I've ever had it done, eh, Dad? Bingo. We're getting somewhere now. Got the Bush Company awning up there. We've done the Ultimate 9 battery monitor. We've also got the Lightforce lights on the front here. Sick. We've rewired everything. We've got the Lightforce light bar. Plus, we've got this new interface. You probably won't be able to see much, but there you go. That's all wired in. And it is time to test these lights. The only way to do that is to go out and actually use them at night. So, cut to the shots of us actually testing these lights and seeing how far we can get out of them. Fingers crossed they're pretty good because they do look good, but everyone knows that's not what lights are all about. It's about seeing what you're doing on the road at night. So anyway, they look like they're going to be bloody bright. Bit of a cliffhanger here, guys. You're going to have to wait and see how bright these bad boys are once we hit the road, and that is coming up in the following week. So stay tuned for that. Again, I'm doing the world's greatest shave, trying to raise as much money for people with leukemia, blood cancer as I physically can. So if you want to support that cause, make sure you drop us a donation. The link for that will be in the description or pinned in the comments. If you did enjoy today's video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.